Hi, I'm Penny Cygan-Jones, an Energy Knowledge Counsel at Norton Rose Fulbright, based in our London office. I'm going to give you an overview of hydrogen. First, what is hydrogen? Hydrogen is the most abundant element in the universe. It is a colourless, odourless gas, which when burnt, only produces water as the waste product. Because it is emission-free at the point of use, it is being hailed as a key part of the drive to decarbonise, both in the energy sector and beyond. Each hydrogen molecule is made up of 2 hydrogen atoms, which is why you will often see it written as H2 for short. Crucially, however, hydrogen rarely exists in its natural state and must be produced by separating it from other elements in water or in fossil fuels. This means that when considering hydrogen as a low-carbon energy source, production methods must be taken into account. Hydrogen can be produced in a number of ways, but there are 2 prominent methods. The first is electrolysis, where an electric current is passed through water in an electrolyser, splitting it into hydrogen and oxygen. The other is steam methane reforming, which is where natural gas is mixed with a very hot steam in the presence of a nickel catalyst to create hydrogen and carbon monoxide. Where this carbon is captured and stored, the hydrogen can be considered a low-carbon gas, but the cleanest way to produce hydrogen is via the process of electrolysis, using electricity produced from renewable power such as solar or wind. Although electrolytic hydrogen, as it is known, uses water as a feedstock, it is still a far less water-intensive process than steam methane reforming, making it a more environmentally friendly option all round. Hydrogen can be used as a direct replacement for natural gas or methane in many contexts. It can be treated as a primary energy source, blending with or replacing natural gas in pipelines to send to homes for cooking and heating, or for industrial heat uses. It can also be used as seasonal storage for excess renewable power, which in turn can be used as a fuel for power stations when the wind isn't blowing or the sun isn't shining. This method of gas to power to gas only has a total cycle efficiency of around 40%, so it wouldn't make sense on a permanent basis. But it is suitable to supply emission-free baseload when needed. Even when using low-carbon hydrogen produced from methane, capturing carbon at the pre-combustion stage is a lot more cost-effective than capturing it post-combustion at a traditional gas-fired power plant. Beyond energy, hydrogen can be used in many other sectors, including those traditionally viewed as hard to decarbonise. It can be used as a fuel in the transport sector via hydrogen fuel cells, for refining petroleum, and in the production of steel, fertiliser and cement. It is this multitude of applications which makes hydrogen an exciting prospect for decarbonising, particularly for companies and governments looking to meet their net zero emission targets. At present, there is no global low-carbon standard for hydrogen, so what is considered low-carbon in one jurisdiction may not necessarily be seen as low-carbon in another. It is also important to consider whether the full production value chain is being accounted for. So, for hydrogen produced from methane, are the emissions calculated at the exploration and extraction phase, or at the point where the methane is reformed? For hydrogen produced from renewable electricity or nuclear power, will the energy used to produce turbines be counted? And how might nuclear waste be treated when considering the full environmental impact? These, along with many other questions, all remain up for debate. The development of hydrogen production capacity, storage and transportation markets will be important if large-scale international hydrogen value chains are to emerge. At a domestic level, many jurisdictions are still building the regulatory frameworks and considering what level of government support to offer to enable the hydrogen industry to develop both rapidly and safely. Between producers, suppliers and consumers, there are no market standard positions as yet, so it's a really interesting time to be following the developments in hydrogen. At Norton Rose Fulbright, we're currently helping clients navigate the complexities of developing hydrogen projects in many jurisdictions. And our industry knowledge across the entire energy value chain is a huge advantage for us when advising you. It's an exciting time to be an energy lawyer.